How is it going, and welcome to my first video of 2018, and what a way to kick off the year than reviewing New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 12 in Tokyo Dome. Of course, the show was live on New Japan World, and as always, New Japan knocks out of the park with the January 4th show, because this was an excellent show in my opinion. I had a lot of fun watching it. Definitely was worth staying up till 5 o'clock morning watching. Just a whole lot of fun. Wrestle Kingdom was a fun time, and this was, no different. And to be honest, it wasn't on the tier level of the last couple of years, in my opinion, but I still felt like this was an excellent show from top to bottom. Very, very fun show with some of the matches over delivering more than I expect them to deliver. So I was very happy with the way Wrestle Kingdom turned out. I thought it was an excellent show, and yeah, I had a lot of fun watching it, and definitely was worth staying up for. So excellent show from New Japan, if you ask me. Of course, the show opened up with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title match. Roppongi 3K taking on the Young Bucks. This was a really good match right here, right from the get-go. The Young Bucks and Roppongi 3K go at it. Locking in stereo sharpshooters, and doing the spot where they stop each other while locking the sharpshooter, which I thought was nice. Roppongi 3K, did suicide dives on the outside, which one of them landed on their back pretty bad. So the Young Bucks would target that back, hitting, a German suplex on the apron. Just working on the back, and of course, later on, Matt Jackson would actually take a nasty fall on the outside as well onto his back, and he was on that back like it absolutely destroyed his back. So a lot of back work in this match, which I thought was excellent. I thought the psychology in this match is really well. Something different that you really don't see from this type of match. So I was really pleased to see the style of match they're working. I was really expecting a fast pace, just spotty match, but to see them make this match more about working in the back and being very psychological, that was great. Rocky Romero took some super kicks on the outside, followed by a powerbomb on the ramp, so he was pretty much out the rest of the match. Just excellent work, whether it's super kick back or just wailing on the back or locking the sharpshooter. I thought the back work in this match was really, really well done. Some nice callbacks too to the Roppongi Vice Young Bucks match from Wrestle Kingdom 11 last year, when Young Bucks went for more bang for your buck, but the Roppongi 3K did the thing where Roppongi Vice did last year, where when they went for the senton, he ended up rolling into a cradle while the other one held Nick's foot down, so he wasn't able to do the splash. So I thought that was a great callback and a great near fall right there. But yeah, just a very fun opener. Young Bucks won with the sharpshooter because, again, working back on the back, and so the sharpshooter was actually effective on the back, and therefore Roppongi 3K submitted. So therefore Young Bucks are brand new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Hell of an opener, like I said. That was a lot of fun. I thought psychology was great. So definitely is one great way to kick off the show. From there, I'm going to the Gauntlet match for the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championships. Of course, the match started with Zuki Gun taking on Michael Elgin and War Machine. This was a nice opening sequence right here. Pretty much Zuki Gun taking control, of War Machine and Elgin. Hanson looked pretty good, and then almost said Roman. Raymond Rowe got a hot tag and was running wild in Zack Sabre Jr. for a little bit, pretty much destroying Zack Sabre Jr., but Zack Sabre Jr. would overcome the odds and submit him with a triangle choke, or he passed out to it. He didn't really submit to it, he passed out. So Zuki Gun eliminates Elgin and War Machine. From there, we had K.E.S come out, which Yano eliminated them with the roll up very, very quickly. And then Taguchi Japan came out, and which I thought was probably the best interaction of the match was Taguchi Japan and K.E.S. I thought it was really fun, especially when Taguchi was coaching Robinson and Makabe to pretty much run the corners. He was coaching pretty much. Sorry, I was losing my train of thought. He was coaching them, running the corners, and I thought Robinson looked really good. And his interaction with Trent was really well. But again, Yano ended up rolling up Taguchi to eliminate Taguchi, so that was that. And then of course, Bullet Club came out, very, very dominant from the get-go. Trent hit a huge DVD on the apron, which nearly killed him. Tama Tonga hit a gun stun when Trent went for a moonsault and caught him beautifully into a gun stun. Went for a gun stun again, but Trent actually countered into a dude buster for the 1-2-3 victory. So K.E.S are your brand new Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Champions. This was a fun match overall. I know these matches usually are just made for being fun, and I thought it was fun and it was entertaining. Trent looked like a star in this match, so I think that was the selling point of this match, was to make Trent look good. So they accomplished that. So that was a fun gauntlet match, if you ask me. From there, I'm going to go to Cody taking on Kota Ibushi, which I thought this match was great. This match really exceeded my expectations. Started off slow, Cody doing some heel tactics, kind of pandering to himself, not really, getting in the ring. Even teased where Brandi got hurt on the outside, which Cody used to capitalize on hurt Kota Ibushi, and Brandi of course was faking the whole thing. But started off slow, but the match picked up when Kota Ibushi was on the apron and Cody Rhodes hit a crossroads off the fucking apron or onto the ground. One of the most insane spots I've honestly ever seen. It was fucking amazing. And then, of course, the entire match, Kota Ibushi was pretty much out of it the entire time. Teased the count out, but Kota Ibushi just barely beat the count. Kota Rhodes very dominant on Kota. Hit some disaster kicks with some nice near falls. The finish was absolutely awesome with the hot, the ending sequence with, Cody Rhodes hitting a lariat, but Kota Ibushi counter it into a giant suplex, and just it was just absolute madness finishing, and it was a lot of fun and some nice near falls, and Kota Ibushi ended up getting the victory after he hit his running knee strike followed by a Phoenix Splash on Cody for the 1-2-3. So yeah, this was an excellent match. Probably Cody's best match I've honestly ever seen. He looked good, he looked crisp, and Kota definitely brought the best out of him, and I thought both men meshed very well together. So I really enjoyed that match. Kota looked awesome. Cody looked like I said, he looked his best. So yeah, no complaints about me from that match. Really enjoyed that one. From there, we'll go to the IWGP Tag Team Title match. Of course, the Killer Elite Squad taking on Evil and SANADA. The Killer Elite Squad just looked like a legit badasses. They just came out here and the crowd was just terrified and hated them. I thought they were great. Pretty much this match was a Killer Elite Squad pretty much working on SANADA almost the entire match, just decimating him, hitting some, just just destroying him, hitting the Killer Elite bomb, just tearing him apart, and of course Evil getting the hot tag, and then pretty much getting the upper hand at that point, and of course SANADA, they're doing everything they possibly could, hit the Magic Killer, just was not able to put the Killer Elite Squad away, but SANADA hit a moonsault off the top rope to secure the win. So Evil and SANADA won the IWGP Tag Team titles. The match was good, a lot better than I anticipated. I think a lot of people didn't care about this match, but once it started going, I thought a lot of people got invested into it. I thought it was a pretty fun match for the most part, and Evil and SANADA definitely had that great babyface comeback, and I thought it was really well done. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that match between the Killer Elite Squad and Evil and SANADA. From there, I'm gonna go to the hair versus hair no seconds match for the Never Openweight Championship. Of course, Suzuki taking on Goto. This was, a really good match right here. Of course, Suzuki just absolutely destroying Goto, locking him into a sleeper hold to the point where he actually locked him into a sleeper hold on the second rope, and he was just hanging him. He was holding him while he was hanging him, and he just let him drop. And he got to the point where a doctor had to come in and check on him. I love the story of this match because Suzuki could end this match at any point, but he was so keen on hitting the Gotch pile driver that he was not taking anything else as an answer to win. So he was just absolutely decimating Goto to the point where, when Goto would fight back, Suzuki would just laugh at him and just absolutely decimate him. But Goto had a nice comeback, hit the Yoshi-Groshi, but, Suzuki countered that or was able to answer that back with a huge dropkick, which I'm pretty sure broke Goto's jaw, but what can you do? That was a nice, beautiful fucking dropkick right there from Suzuki. And then Goto was able to hit a Yoshi-Goshi from the second rope, which was able to secure in a GTR, reverse GTR, which would lead into a actual GTR to secure the victory. So Goto defeats Suzuki. One hell of a match. Just both men going out there and killing each other. The story with, the whole story I thought was tremendous. That Suzuki could end at any time, but he chose. He was so keen on hitting the pile driver. That was what was his downfall in this match. Was him just trying to hit it, but Goto was able to fight out of it and end up securing the win for himself. So hell of a match, and Suzuki gonna try to, of course, help Suzuki get out of the match or get out of the ring, so he wouldn't have to shave his head. But Suzuki, being the honorable man that he is, went back and took the clippers and actually shaved his head himself. So I thought that was a great moment for Suzuki to go out there and do it himself. So yeah, really enjoyed that match right there. And then from there, I'm going to go to the four-way match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Marty Scurll, who had an amazing entrance, by the way, with the wings and everything, were just tremendously badass, if you ask me. Taking on Will Ospreay, Takahashi, and Kushida. What a fucking four-way we got right here. This match was filled with tons of spots, a lot of great near falls. Each guy got their shit in, looked tremendously good. This was just a lot of fun. This is what the WWE Cruiserweight division needs to be, is this type of fun. Right from the bell, Marty Scurll tried to outsmart him and tried to sit on the outside where everyone went at it. The match would quickly go on the outside to the scalpel. Will Ospreay actually hit a moonsault off the scalpel, so that was a great spot right there. He had some good stuff. Marty Scurll was able to tie up Takahashi to the barricade. or the guardrail, so that way you could keep interfering in the pinfalls and Marty Scurll snapping his fingers. Then of course Takahashi would eventually break out of it, and they just have a nice all-out brawl between all four men. Takahashi hitting a sun flip powerbomb onto the outside off the apron. And Kushida would actually turn in favor and did it to him, which I thought was a great spot right there. Ospreay and Scurll had a nice interaction in the ring right there. That's actually had a great spot too, where they were hitting tandem super kicks on both Takahashi and Kushida in the ring at the same time, which I thought was great right there. Just a lot of great callbacks from those two, and just an excellent match overall. It was a ton of fun all over the place. Like I said, there's a lot of great near falls. Love the finish as well with Ospreay hitting a Spanish fly on Scurll, followed by the Os Cutter on Scurll to secure the victory. So Will Ospreay is a brand new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Not sure if I agree with the decision. I really want to see Scurll retain, but you know what? Will Ospreay, don't mind him winning, but I just really wanted Scurll to retain. But yeah, a lot of great callbacks, a lot of great spots, and all four men just went out there, tore the house down. So really enjoyed that four-way match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. And then of course we go to the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Jay White. This was a good match, but that was pretty much it if you ask me. I couldn't invest in this match honestly. I couldn't buy Jay White as a serious contender or a main event guy. He's good and everything, but I just he's not at that point where I buy him as a challenger. So I think that was a lot of people's gripes with this match, and I think it's a reason why a lot of people couldn't get into it. Jay White was pretty much dominant throughout the entire match. Working on Tanahashi's knee, just getting some near falls on Tanahashi. Hitting a huge DVD on Tanahashi at one point in the match. Jay White did nothing wrong, but Tanahashi, I think it didn't really seem like he was putting his all. And I know he's banged up and whatnot, so I'm not expecting him to go out there and give 200%, but definitely showed on Tanahashi's end, if you ask me, that he wasn't able to give all he could, and it definitely hurt the match, if you ask me. So yeah, Tanahashi wins, retaining the IWGP Intercontinental title with a high five flow. So like I said, good solid match, but nothing that stands out, and definitely wasn't a star-breaking performance for Jay White that I think they expected to do. So that was that. And then we go to the match I was looking forward to the absolute most, the no DQ match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. The cleaner Kenny Omega taking on Chris Jericho, the Alpha. This match exceeded my expectations. I knew it'd be good, but I honestly didn't think it'd be this great because Chris Jericho, I love Jericho, but he definitely hasn't shown how great he can be. But this was a different Jericho. This is a Jericho honestly I haven't seen probably since 2008 with Shawn Michaels. I thought Jericho looked great, attacking Omega before the bell even started. Then, of course, in the Young Bucks got sent back by Kenny Omega, so it was a one-on-one contest. Right from the opening bell, these two are just going out there and absolutely dismantling each other, just throwing blows left and right. Introduced a chair, which they would use a chair on each other with. Just absolute madness. The match went to the outside. Omega went to do a splash to a tail, but Jericho got out of the way, so Omega just went through a chair, or went through a table. Jericho just become an absolute madman, throwing red shoes and putting red shoes sun in the walls of Jericho. Jericho was just absolutely crazy in this match. And the match got brought back into the ring. They used a chair where Jericho actually busted a chair completely over Kenny Omega. Omega was busted open, which I thought was great. At one point, Jericho had a chair and was going for I don't know if he was going for the top, but Omega was able to drop kick on Jericho, hit him with the chair, and Jericho fell back through a table, which I thought was a nice spot right there. Worked on Kenny Omega's knee a little bit because as Omega was going for a springboard, Jericho just springboard drop kicked Omega right in the knee, which I thought was a great spot right there. Omega just tumbled onto his stomach. A lot of great stuff from both men. Omega was able to hit the one-winged angel, but Jericho's hand was on the rope. I went for the one-winged angel again, but Jericho actually countered into the walls of Jericho, and what would transition it into the lion tamer, which I thought was a nice touch right there. Jericho had a nice near fall when he hit the code breaker on Omega, but Jericho wasn't able to cover him in time, so Omega was able to kick out. Just a lot of great stuff from both guys, and they absolutely just tore each other down, brawling on the outside. It was an all-out war, and it was great. I loved every second of it. This match, like I said, exceeded expectations. I thought it'd be good, but I honestly didn't expect it to be this great. Definitely my favorite match in the show. Just tremendously amount of fun, and I had a lot of fun with it. So Jericho and Omega just tore the house down. Omega got the victory with the one-winged angel onto a chair with Jericho for the 1-2-3. So Omega retains. Hell of a match. Like I said, personally, my favorite match in the show. Just really enjoyed that one. So Omega Jericho, Alpha versus Omega, definitely did not disappoint. And then we go to the main event, which was the IWGP Heavyweight Championship match. Kushida Okada taking on Tatsuya Naito. Right from the get-go, Okada's tights, fucking don't wear them again, please. Those are absolutely terrible. They were terrible tights. I don't know why Okada thought it was a good idea to wear those, but they were hideous, and yeah, don't wear those again. But this match was fantastic. Honestly, from a match perspective, this is probably the best match on the show. Not my favorite, but definitely, match quality wise, the best match. I thought, it was definitely a slow start, but Naito I thought was doing great work on Okada's neck, whether it was doing a neck breaker on the guardrail, neck breaker on the apron, just doing whatever he possibly could. Naito I thought was doing excellent work onto Okada's neck. Then Okada would transition to Naito's neck after he had a DDT off the guardrail onto the outside, which that was a great spot right there. Just a lot of slow building up to that finishing sequence, which I thought was great. Okada hit the Rainmaker, but Naito was able to kick out of it. Naito was doing everything he could hit the Destino, but Okada was able to get out of it one way or another. Was able to actually counter the Rainmaker into a Destino, but was not able to make the pin in time. The ending sequence, like I said, was the best part of the match, just going back and forth, and crowds getting red hot into it. Great back and forth action. Okada hitting the Rainmaker, then once again, Naito was able to counter the Rainmaker into the Destino, but when he was able to get the pin, Okada kicked out of it, hit the Destino again, but he was really, really resilient on hitting it one more time to get the crowd into it. But as he went for Destino, Okada was able to duck into it, duck it, and hit a Tombstone, followed by the Rainmaker for the victory. So Okada defeats Tatsumi Naito. Okada's great. I will not take anything away from him, but it's time for him to drop the title. He should have lost the last round to Omega, but this was definitely Naito's time to win it, and I don't see why Okada retained. I definitely thought it was Naito's time, but I guess it wasn't. But just a tremendous match from both guys. Like I said, started out slow, but definitely started picking up, and the near falls and just the great transitions and counters that each men were having, and the callbacks to their previous match as well. Especially the Dominion match where Okada beat him for the championship, which started this title reign. I thought it was great stuff from both men. I thought they went there and told a great story and had an excellent main event. And of course, Okada got a promo afterwards. And that was a show. So yeah, that'll do it for the video, guys. Like I said, I thought Wrestle Kingdom 12 was a great show. Not on the tier level as the last couple years, but I feel like it was still an excellent show from New Japan. Really enjoyed it. Definitely Omega and Jericho was my favorite match on the show, followed by the 4-way, which is probably followed by the main event as my top 3 matches. Really enjoyed the show. Kota Ibushi and Cody had a killer match as well. Just a ton of fun and definitely exceeded expectations in my opinion. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please like below. If you guys are able to catch Wrestle Kingdom as well, please leave your guys' thoughts on the show in the comment section below if you guys would like. Love to hear your guys' feedback on the show as well as the video if you guys have seen the show. So definitely would appreciate if you guys did those. And yeah, until my next video, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the video, and let's have a great year this year, guys.